I'm sitting here at every truck driver's favorite place. I just got me some supplies. I'm gonna go to the truck here in a minute. And if I ever get a dispatch here, start my day. But I'm like every other truck driver. I watch all these different trucking YouTube videos. And, some you like better than others, but I watch them all as much as I can. They're interesting. Some are funny, some are silly, whatever. I normally wouldn't make a video at all, but I've been wanting to say a lot of things over the last couple of years, and I might put one out once in a while. I'm not trying to be no star here. I just want to give my personal opinion on the YouTube trucking community. Not that anyone cares, but here it goes. Out of all of these different people, there's some I'd like to talk about that I'm not going to. But Jay Canal, now I guess he makes an occasional video. I used to like watching his videos a lot. And then he kind of fell off the earth for a while. Spectre and James Hensley always get a kick out of him. But more importantly, when anybody does a video, I like the follow-up videos. I like the ones from people that some of you know, some of you don't know, but you know they're out there. And they begin to critique everyone else. And some of them just really ain't got the guts to call them straight out, so they just hint around to where you know who in the hell they're talking about. For whatever reason, though, they won't say nothing. Like Spectre. He does the post-trip show, and I really like that one because it kind of goes along with the way I know trucking to be. But the one that got me the most, and this is the reason I'm doing this, is his last program that I seen, where he showed the loads, what they were paying for Amazon. Now you hear all kind of Amazon stories, but you never see anybody put it on the glass, as they say. And he done that. So I don't know how in the hell you argue from that moment. I mean, he says, here's why I do it, and here's what it pays, and then shows it to you. What the hell are you arguing about? Maybe you don't like the color of the trailer that they haul their shit in, but other than that, what are you going to argue with? And if you can make good money, not work that hard, which in turn means you're not working the shit out of your truck, you're hauling their trailer, you're not putting the wear and tear on your trailer. Could you make more on the spot market? Sure. Right now, you could. But that added expense on the fuel, the added wear and tear, the added risk. Not to mention, I've got a really nice bed in my truck, but it ain't near as nice as the one in my house. I mean, that ought to be enough said there. So, if you're talking shit about that video, and of course we all know many are, you're just making yourself look silly. I used to haul the same freight. And I read steady out of Amazon over on Girls School Road there in Indianapolis. And I got to where I would just pull in, and they had a little sticker on the back of my cab. They would scan me. And I don't know how it is now, but back then, they literally had 29 minutes for me to come through the gate, drop my trailer, and hook up my other trailer and be off the property. And the thing was is that if you made your appointment, they scanned your truck, that was on them. They had to have everything ready for you. The people who work there had to get you in and out in 30 minutes. Now, what truck driver don't like that? I loved it. Not to mention, when I would get there and they didn't have the load, I got paid anyway. I don't know how in the hell you could argue with a place like that. To me, I think he's getting so huge because he's just doing good service. You know, I remember everybody laughing at Jeff Bezos when he started Amazon because he sold books online. Oh, hell, that ain't never going. Who the hell wants to do that? And then you could sell used products on it. You could sell anything on there. Well, who's laughing now? But that's my view of Spectre's show. I really like it. And like I say, when you talk about a subject, even, you know, DOT related or whatever, I like that showing the paperwork, putting it up there, not just hawking and dreaming about things, making up shit. It makes it a lot more informative and much more enjoyable. Sometimes you don't want to hear what the hell he's got to say, but, you know, the truth cuts both ways, as they say. And Jay Canal, I'll just mention him for a moment. Always liked his program, all the different videos he done. And he's a pretty successful story if you think about it. Everybody knows what happened to him. He got hurt and collapsed, you know. And I mean, it could happen to anyone. And Spectre helped him out. That's the difference between a hand out and a hand up. And you know, you ought to, as a truck driver, you ought to be thankful that someone would help someone out, you know. And he acknowledges that. And I'm glad to see he's doing really well. And, you know, everybody hates you when they love to hear from you when you're starving. You become successful, they start hating on you. That's pretty amazing. And what I say here, this is just a prediction now. 2021, I think a lot of people are going to actually get the shock of their life on YouTube. I think that the Cinderella story of 2021 will be James Hensley. I think there's going to be some people so pissed off because I've been doing this a long, long time, almost 40 years now. And I've seen guys come and go, and different personalities, and I'm not giving you a RVT personality test or no shit like that. But there are some guys who just are aggressive. They don't have to be college educated or nothing else. They just got that aggression from the streets. And one way or another, they will climb to the top. And I think it's going to hurt a lot of feelings. But I think next year people are going to look up and say, what the hell? That damn Hensley. I think he's going to be very successful. That's just my prediction. And as far as these guys telling people, get out of the trucking, don't buy a truck, buy a truck. Anybody can check freight rates over the last 40 years. And they've never been better. They've been as good as they are now. As crazy, you got to put things into perspective. Loaf of bread was a lot cheaper, 25, 30 years ago. But everything equal, yeah, this is about as good as it gets. And if you're going to buy a truck, why wouldn't you buy one now? Oh, times are going to get tough. Oh, yeah, that's guaranteed. They're going to get bad. They're going to get worse. They're going to get better. They're going to get real good. They're going to get bad again. That's always going to be like that. But as long as people keep eating and surviving, building houses, there'll be slowdowns. There'll be, it'll speed up. That'll always be. But why wouldn't you get in on the hot market? What are you going to do, wait for a down market? There's always going to be a down market. It'll come again, and it'll go, and it'll come, and it'll go. And anyone to tell you any different is just full of shit and don't know what they're talking about. Good times, bad times. That's the story of humanity. It will never stop. Yeah, hell yeah, you want to jump in on a hot market and bank that cash because the bad times will come. But I'll tell you this, there are more orders right now going all the way up until August of next year. And I heard that from a purchasing agent through Unilever. And he said he'd never seen people purchase things in advance for more than 4 months. And he said there's a lot of major corporations that are, putting in orders all the way up until August of next year. He said the most he'd ever seen, and I've known this guy for 25 years, he said he had never seen it go past 4 months. And what that means, I don't know, but I do know that means they're going to have a lot of freight. Now, they may be the only one or whatever, I don't know, but it sounds like to me that they say these markets, though, these lockdowns cause these surges, and maybe that's what they're thinking of, I don't know, but he said he'd never seen anything like it, so now what that means, I don't know. Now, there'll probably be 10 people make a video explaining what that means, but, take that for what it's worth. To me, I know if you're putting in them orders, someone's got to be hauling them. It sounds good to me, and why, I don't know. Not claiming to know, okay? But those are my predictions, and just a few things I wanted to say about YouTube trucking. And, thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment, cry about it, or whatever you want. I'm interested. And the reason I'm not on the video, I'll never be back on a video for a couple of years anyway. I'm too close to retiring to have somebody call in and make up crazy stories on me, and we all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I gotta admit, I'm a little scared of that. I just don't need that kind of hassle in my life at the moment. Or I'd be on here. You guys could see how good looking I am. Till I make another one. See you later.